Very strange. I hear someone shouting or something shouting. Before I started walking down that alleyway, and there's something weird making like a noise. You can hear it. Oh, it could be teenagers. It's not quite blood-curdling scream. Anyway, I sort of walked down this alleyway, and then there was someone walked up to behind me. It was really quite strange, and basically they sort of like so they went behind me quickly. So I decided to turn the phone off. The moon's quite full blast there, and yeah, basically. Somebody walked up behind me quickly, so I thought, well, maybe there might be a potential situation. It's very bright now. So what I did was I turned off my phone, or I stopped filming, because I thought, well, you're not going to basically deal with a sort of conflict with a phone easy to grab off you and run away or something. Or if they can attack you, you need to make both hands. So you want to... basically want to be able to defend yourself. Anyway, it turned out to be some young woman that sort of whizzed. So she went up behind me quickly, and she had a light she was using to check where her footing is, basically. And then she started freaking out. So she walked ahead of me and she kept looking behind her, as if I was going to start running. Which doesn't make any sense. I mean, basically, you've got an issue there, is that first you freak somebody out by coming up behind them quickly, and then you then act like you're frightened in front of them. Two classic things you should never do if you're scared of a male in some way. I mean, I am 6'1". Your best bet would have been to keep a distance and watched me. Then I don't know, when it's safe, possibly she moved on past me. But then once she's moved past me, she doesn't want to act like she's scared unless I start acting in a way that makes her scared. Otherwise, you kind of, what you do, see what happens is that you first freak the guy out and you put his guard up, and then you act like you're scared of him, so you're almost trying to invite him in or pretend you're a victim. Anyway, what happened eventually is a van come down and had to be somewhere else, so I just turned around and went, which took me away from her sort of fear, because that's probably the best way to remove yourself from a situation of fear. I was still hearing weird shouting, but it's behind me. I've got something else mentioned earlier in the video about Moldavite, and it's basically it's elements come out from outer space and crashed into Earth, so it makes it a sort of a rare element. But I've also got other things like something from Mars, or wherever that dimension is. If people want to say, well, it doesn't exist, or some stuff, it's definitely something anyway. And also this sort of green glass stuff. Anyway, it's supposed to give off a lot of energy, so I might be combined it with my Lemurian crown, and who knows what that might generate. I think it's probably important as well is that if you're going to start using something, is that you meditate and get permission to use it as well. There's stuff that's on the internet about it disappearing, which is unusual. Can't really see that, it's all starry night. And you got to there's something behind me going, oh. So it's either a creature I'm sorry to say you can't see what I can see because this thing doesn't have the same quality of vision as I've got. And I also noticed it's worth looking at when you're at night is some of the stars. Some of them look bigger and they're also twinkle a lot more. I don't know what that is over there. Could be a plane, probably a plane. You can't see that, there's a big wide field. Across the other side of the field there's a big blue light. I don't know why there's a blue light on the other side of a field. And this was a spot last time I saw something. So we move quickly into the shadows. So I'm all alone apart from this weird yell in the background. I did point the camera towards the door of the house and then I heard the sound of the latch go on it. So they're obviously very frightened by everything. And down is a scout hut, I think. Don't hang around too long. So, never know, that woman could have been a vampire. I saw earlier. I mean, the other classics is you accelerate past the person, so you check them out as potential prey, and then you pretend you're the victim, so that they engage you. And this is pitch black, so I don't fancy walking down there at night. Especially as I haven't got any torch. So anyway, I'm going to head back. There is movement. So you want to walk back quietly, very alert. My body makes loads of noises at ease. But I've got good ears so I can listen. And also stick to the light. Wow, it makes me more visual. It also takes away any element of surprise. And some beings only attack targets that run. opposed to the more intelligent ones that take their time and observe, willing to put up a fight. If you project that out, and they pick up that vibe, they hopefully think, fuck that, I don't want to fight him. But a lot of it is projecting emotions. So you can see the lights in the distance. That's the target to go to. I'm going to follow the sound as well. Maybe it's some type of mating ritual. Maybe somebody's been collected and put in the church for a sacrifice. Tease a little bit, but who knows? It would be weird if I was looking around and it didn't turn out to be an animal. But it's a kid that's climbed top of a garage saying help. Or something like that. Because a lot of abductions go on. I don't think you can see there's a blue light across the other side. Very odd. That would be night vision. It's in the ultraviolet spectrum. I doubt there's Wi-Fi in the field, like the other side where the cows are. And the other thing about ambush, if you'll be ambushed, there's usually certain times. That's why I pause to listen, observe. It's a very quiet and peaceful and quite rural area. And I think most people live near somewhere where, you can basically be out of the way somewhere. So it might be geese having a bit of a squawk. Because some of them don't go back. They don't go back to Canada. The Canadian geese, if it's mild, they stay here. If they're not fit enough to travel, they stay here. At the moment, my tinnitus is ringing a bit, not particularly loud. I sometimes use that as a guide to activity, but that would be something that's not, there's an alleyway down there. That's more interdimensional. So when it flares up, I think, well, maybe there's something in the area. How many ears are picking up? Is this like pure white noise? It's picking up now. So what we do is we move away from that side as a precaution. And something else you can do as well. If you put your hand outside to the side, you'll sense temperature change and things like that. If you're kind of perceptive. So you put your energy, you put your chi in there. You don't quite do it iron fist, but you're building it up. You give something one hell of a belt around the face. But to be honest, I would be no match for a dogman. That thing's indestructible. Probably just whack it in the eye. And then you'd have to dart to the side of it. And then just try to dodge any lunges, but possibly the legs are a weakness for balance. But it can transmute its form. You can never outrun it. But it pretty much transforms into its direwolf form. So yeah, all spooky stuff. So the Moldavite experiment would be great. I'm also going to be, can't remember if I mentioned, I'm going to be putting DNA and sample. I'm going to be put it into a rife machine. I've got a lovely organ pyramid with, I call it the vault. Basically inside it, you can put something inside it. And so I can put crystals and things inside it and take them back out, which you can't do normally if you just make a pure solid resin pyramid. So I'm going to put the Moldavite inside it, and then I've also got an EMF pulse. So that has a magnetic charge. That works as well. So if I set it up to a scale away frequency, I put the pyramid on top of it, and then I blast that through it. So you know, it's going to be very bizarre, because not only am I going to be connecting up to the upper bits because it all came from one source smashed into the planet, this meteorite, and became divided, and as a result they're all connected, so it's not really anything particular. So when I send the right frequency through it, it should connect up to all the pieces, and then you've got all the users around the world that use the pieces. And then I'm going to stick DNA into it, so I end up, I become God. No, it's not quite that. It's basically the energy from it transmutes through myself, as it will to the other users. And also, it will go beyond this planet, and it will connect to the source of wherever that came from. So it's going to be it's pretty cool as the first contact method, really, because what I'm doing is I'm putting information out there with the element linked to the planet, and then I'm sending frequencies that basically either harmonise chakras or deal with medical problems, or you can use like DNA regeneration. I might end up sending my DNA to a creature on a different planet and modifying their DNA and cause them to evolve, or putting like a soul fragment with them. So yeah, mad stuff. Anyway, let's go piece sign off. I'm happy to see episode live, and I didn't really see anything bizarre. Kind of glad in one way, but it's also a bit of a creep zone. So lots going on. Anyway.